Okay, in problem 3 of exam 1, you dive off a diving board that's 2 meters above the surface of the pool. Your initial velocity when you leave the board is 44 meters per second at an angle of 60 degrees above the horizontal. Part A is what is your initial vertical velocity, right? So you're going 4 meters per second at an angle of 60 degrees above the horizontal. What is the vertical component? Well, so for part A, the vertical component is just 4 meters per second times the sine of 60 degrees equals, I believe that's 2 meters per second. We'll check that real quick. So equals 4 times the sine of radians of 60 degrees. Oh, I was wrong. 3.46. 3.4, we'll call it 3.5. 3.5 meters per second. All right? How long does it take for you to hit the water? All right, once we have the 3.5 meters per second, that's the vertical component. This makes this problem exactly like, in terms of finding how long it takes you to hit the water, exactly like the diving board problem we had in our homework. All right, so the y position of the diver is 1/2 at squared plus v naught y t plus y naught. What are all these things? Well, y naught is 2 meters, right? V naught y is 3.5 meters per second, and ay, let me put a line there, ay is minus 9.8 meters per second squared, right? Because it's acceleration of gravity downward, and when we hit the water, y equals 0, right? So that gives us the quadratic equation. 0 equals minus 4.9 meters per second squared times t squared plus 3.5 meters per second times t plus 2 meters. Okay, and so we need to have the answer is t equals minus b, which is 3.5 meters per second. I'm going to leave off the units right now just because that would make it cumbersome, times b squared, 3.5 squared, minus 4 times a, which is minus 4.9, times c, which is 2, all divided by 2a, which is 2 times minus 4.9. Okay, so quadratic formula, A, B, C. A is minus 4.9, B is 3.5, C is 2. The answer is minus B, okay, plus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c. That's the square root divided by 2 times 2 divided by a. You have to be careful with Excel because the way we say things and the way you actually need to put it into Excel may be a little bit different. Okay, so that's one time, all right? The other time, all we do is we change the plus the square root to minus the square root, and we get 1.089 or 1.09 seconds. All right. So the I'll put the plus root, right? The plus root is 1.09 seconds or 1.1 seconds. That's how long it takes to hit the water. All right. How far out in the x direction did your dive take you before you hit the water? So in part C, we're looking at the x direction. What is the equation for x? Right? X equals 1/2 ax t squared plus v naught x t plus x naught. All right. So x naught equals 0. V naught x is the 4 meters per second times the cosine of 60 degrees. All right, 4 meters per second times the cosine. Okay, this is where we get my 2 equals 4 times the cosine of the radians of 60 degrees is 2 meters per second. 2 meters per second. What is the acceleration in x? That's 0, right? So what we're left with is x equals 2 meters per second times the amount of time we use is 1.1 seconds, right? So x is 2.2 meters. That's how far we are away from the diving board when we hit the water. And that's it for problem 3.